Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're all doing super well. So I am having a fantastic day. I just came back from the beach. It's Saturday and it is a beautiful sunny day. And I just reminded myself that I really need a tote bag for when I go to the beach. Just for my sunscreen and my sunglasses and what else I need when I go to the beach. So today we are going to make the Daisy Granny Square tote bag. So for that I'm going to need some yarn, and I'm using Drops Paris, and I will need 1 skein of this mustard color and 3 skeins of this cream color and 4 to 5 skeins of the green color here. I will also need a 4.5mm crochet hook. I will need a darning needle and some scissors. So the first thing we're going to have to do is to make a daisy granny square. So I'm going to wrap my yarn around my 2 fingers like so to create a cross. Then I will take my hook and insert it underneath the bottom yarn and grab the top yarn. And I will pull through, and I will yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. So here's my magic circle, and I already have 1 chain here, and I'm going to make 2 more chains. So I will yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. And these first 3 chains will count as the first double crochet of the round. So I will need 11 more double crochet here into the circle. So to make a double crochet, I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And again, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And I will just continue all the way around until I have a total of 12 double crochet, including the 3 chains. And here at the end of the round, I'm just going to pull my yarn tail here to close the circle in the middle a little bit. And I'm going to make a slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 here from the beginning. So the first round here is now complete, so I'm going to fasten off my yarn. So I will just attach the cream color into any one of the stitches in the round. So I will insert my hook here into the stitch from behind and pull my yarn through. And I will tie a knot. And I will insert my hook and pull my yarn through and chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And round 2 is going to be a round of cluster stitches of treble crochet. So I will crochet 3 treble crochet together into every stitch. So here in the first stitch, I already have what is going to count as the first treble. So I will only need to crochet 2 trebles together. So I will yarn over twice, insert my hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over twice again, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now I have 3 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops. So here we have the first petal of the daisy flower. So I'm now going to chain 2. 1 and 2. And into the next stitch I will crochet 3 treble crochet together. So yarn over twice, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, again yarn over twice, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and again yarn over twice, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I now have 4 loops on the hook. I will yarn over one last time and pull through all 4 loops. And I will just continue in this way all the way around until I have a total of 12 petals in my flower. So chain 2, yarn over twice, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over twice, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I now have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And chain 2. And continue around. So here I am at the end of the round, and I'm just going to chain 2 and make a slip stitch into the very first stitch right here. And I'm ready to fasten off my yarn. And I'm going to attach the green color, and I'm just going to attach it into any one of the chain spaces here in the round. So I will insert and pull my yarn through. And tie a knot. And I will insert my hook and pull my yarn through. And I'm going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these 4 chains will count as the first treble of the round. So I'm going to make 2 more trebles here into the same space. So I will yarn over twice, insert my hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, yarn over twice, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I'm going to turn this into a square now, so I'm going to make a corner, and I will just do that by chaining 2. And then I will make 3 more trebles here into the same space. So 1, 2, and 3. And I will chain 1, and I will make 3 double crochet into the next chain space. And again I will chain 1 and make 3 double crochet into the next chain space. And chain 1. So into the next space here, I'm going to make the next corner. So I will again make 3 trebles, chain 2 and 3 more trebles into the same space. So that was 3. Then I'm going to chain 2 and make 3 more into the same space. And next I will chain 1. And again, to make the side of my square just like before, I'm going to make 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet into these next 2 spaces. So 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, and chain 1 again. And I will make the next corner here just like before. So 3 trebles or trebles, and next I will make the side of my square just like before. So I will chain 1 and make 3 double crochet, and chain 1 and 3 double crochet into the next space. And again chain 1 and make the next corner just like before. So 3 trebles, and chain 2 and 3 more trebles into the same space. And chain 1. And again, for the last side of my square, I will make 3 double crochet into the next space, then chain 1 and make 3 more double crochet in the next space. And then chain 1. And here at last I will just make a slip stitch into the top of the chain 4 here. So insert and pull my yarn through, pull through the loop on the hook. And I will fasten off my yarn. So to make my bag, I'm just going to make 26 more squares, just like this one. So 27 squares in total. And when I'm done making all my squares, I'm just going to block them to make them all perfectly square before we sew them into a bag. So I will meet you back once I'm ready to sew all the squares together. So I'm back again now with all of my 27 squares. And I'm going to start with joining 9 squares for the one side of my bag. So I will just lay out my squares like so. And I'm going to sew my squares together using the whip stitch worked only in the back loops. So I will just take my 2 squares here and face them with the right sides together like so. And then I will take my needle and insert it into the first corner here, the first stitch of the corner, into the back loop, and into the back loop of the first stitch of the other corner. And I will just pull my yarn through. And to make the whip stitch, I'm just going to insert my hook into the back loop of the next stitch on one side and into the back loop of the stitch on the other side. And I will pull through. And I will do that all the way across. So I will insert my hook into the next stitch and into the next stitch on the other side and pull through. And what I really like about this stitch is that it's so fast and easy, so I can just finish my product so fast with this stitch. And here at the end I will just make a whip stitch into the last corners here. So that was the first 2 squares together, and here is what it looks like on the right side. So it's beautifully hidden here on the wrong side. So I'm going to fasten off, so I will just tie a little knot here. And I will just weave in my end here on the back side. And I will cut my yarn. And I will then take my next square and place it here. So we have 3 squares in a row, and I will again face the 2 right sides together and do exactly the same thing. So I now have my first panel here of 3 squares sewn together, and I will make 2 more panels just like the one I just made. And I will meet you right back when I've made 2 more panels. And I'm now done with all of my 3 panels here, and I'm just going to sew them together all the way across here from one end to the other. And I will do that with both panels. So I will just lay them with the right sides together and sew all the way across here. So I am back again, and I've just made the front side and the back side of my bag. So I've sewn together 9 squares 2 times. And now I'm ready to make the bottom and the sides of my bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the last 9 squares and sew them together into one long panel. And this panel is going to go all the way around the sides and the bottom of the bag. So just like before, I'm going to sew all the squares together using the whip stitch. So now that I'm done making this very long panel here, I am ready to attach it to the 2 sides of my bag. So I'm going to place them with the right sides together all the way around. So I will create a side here, and the next 3 squares will create the bottom, and the last 3 squares will create the other side of the bag. And I will just sew the pieces together with the whip stitch. So I will attach my yarn here in the corner and tie a knot. And whip stitch the 2 pieces together. So first I will take the front side and sew it on, and then I will take the back side afterwards. So I'm now done sewing all of my squares together, and I have turned my work with the right side out. I am now ready to make the top part here of the bag. So I'm going to make a border here, and I will make the straps of my bag. So I'm just going to attach my yarn to this middle stitch here in my granny square. So I will insert my hook and pull my yarn through. And I will tie a knot. And from here I'm just going to make 4 rounds of single crochet all the way around the edge here of the bag. So I will just insert my hook and pull my yarn through, chain 1, and make a single crochet into every stitch around. And into the chain spaces I will just make a single crochet directly into the space. And just continue around. And I'm going to crochet a little bit more tight here for the border because I want it to be really nice and firm. And if you wish, you can always switch to a 4mm crochet hook to make this part a little bit more tight. And here at the end of the round, I'm just going to make a slip stitch into the first single crochet here. And I will chain 1 to start the next round. and just make a single crochet into every stitch around for 4 rounds in total. So I've now made 4 rounds of single crochet, and I've also marked 34 stitches here on the front side of the bag, and I marked 34 stitches on the back side here of the bag. So this marked area here is where I'm going to have the strap of my bag. So I'm just going to continue to make a single crochet into every stitch until I reach this next marker. So I will do my very last stitch into this marked stitch here. And then I'm going to switch my hook into the 4.5mm because I don't want the first chain row here of my strap to be too tight. So I'm going to chain 80. So 80 chains in total. And now that I've made all my 80 chains, I'm going to switch my hook again into the smaller size hook. And I'm going to make the next single crochet into this next marked stitch. And I will just continue to make a single crochet into every stitch until I reach this next marker. So into this next marked stitch, I'm going to make a single crochet. Then switch hooks and make 80 chains. Again, I've made my 80 chains, and I'm going to switch my hook into the smaller size. And again, I'm going to skip all of these stitches and make a single crochet into this next marked stitch. And I'm just going to continue to make a single crochet into every last stitch of the round. And here at the end of the round, I will just make a slip stitch into the first stitch here. And I will chain 1 and start the next round. So single crochet into every stitch until I reach my strap here. So now that I've reached the strap, I'm just going to make a single crochet into every chain of the strap. So all 80 chains. And now that I've done the strap, I'm just going to continue to single crochet all the way up till the next strap here. And then I will just continue to single crochet into every chain of the strap, just like I did before. And I will just continue to make a single crochet into every last stitch of the round. And I will make a slip stitch into the first stitch to start the next round. So I will just repeat this last round 3 more times. So I will have a total of 4 rounds in my straps. And I will meet you right back when I'm all done. So now that I'm all done with my last row, I am just going to make a slip stitch into the first stitch of the round and fasten off my yarn. And all that is left to do now is just to weave in all the yarn tails. And my tote bag is now all done. Thank you all so much for sticking through all the way to the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And feel free to subscribe to my channel for a lot more crocheting tutorials. I really hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.